Hi, my name is Aaron. I run Tabletop Games for All, and this is my very first video and video review of a board game. So the first game that I decided to review was Small World. Those of you that followed my blog from the beginning know that I got this game just about 2 weeks ago, and that I've been waiting to play it several times before I did a review. I've played it several times in the last 2 weeks with varying amount of players, and I decided the best way to show you was to simulate a three-player game. So this video I created will show you the three-player map and then how the mechanics work. About the first 10 minutes of the video are the setup and the first rounds for the three players. Then each couple minutes after that are some of the major mechanics that affect the strategy and gameplay. And then the final 3 minutes just show the final round, and there's no new video or game mechanics in the very end of the game. I know this is a long video. My goal in making these is going to be to make it short and just the basics so that you can decide whether or not you want to buy this game or go play it with some friends if you find it at a game store or something like that. But this is about as much as you need. The whole game itself, when you're learning to play, expect to take about an hour to learn, and then once everyone knows what they're doing, probably about 45 minutes. So please enjoy my playthrough of the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Alright, this is Small World. We're playing the three-player map today, so I've got 1, 2, 3 players. You saw me set up. We've got these mountain tokens. All those do is they're more to remind you that as you're attacking those, that it's going to cost you extra. You've got these Lost Tribe tokens, and the goal of that is to make some of these lands a little harder to conquer at the beginning of the game, so it's not too easy to sweep across the board for whoever the first player is. The goal of the game is to take over these lands. The base model is that at the end of your turn you get 1 point for each land you control. You've got these powers. The powers can alter that, and then you've got races, and the races can alter that scoring as well. They also alter how you attack and a couple other mechanics of the game. In the three-player version, we've got 10 rounds. I'm going to take you through the rounds here pretty quickly. So what I did is I shuffled all these, and so as you can see, these can be matched up with any race, making for quite an endless possibilities of different things you can do. We've got all the race tokens here, some of the special powers, and the dice, which we'll go over later. So let's go ahead and get started. Round one. You start at the top and work your way down. For this first player, we're just going to go ahead and take the top. Doesn't cost us anything. We're going to have Swamp Tritons. What you do is you add the two numbers together on the cards. So we've got 6 and 4. So that's going to give us 10 Tritons. And their power is that it's 1 less for them to attack things bordering water. To start the game, you enter from any edge or anyone bordering any of these two oceans here. You can't start from the lake in the middle. So because they get a bonus from the entering from the water, we're going to start over here where it's easy. Now, in order to take over a land, you have to have 2 tokens. So on an empty land, all I would need was 2. For every tile that is in that land, you have to add 1 more. So right here, Water's Edge, normally I'd need 2, but with their power, I'm only going to need 1. Even if you get a combination of powers that get you below 1, you always have to have 1 to take over a land. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. So normally I would need 3 because this Lost Tribe token is here, but because it's against the water, I'm only going to need 2. I take that, and now this goes back into the game box. The mountain here is also there. Because of the mountain token, I would normally need 3 to take it over, but with their power I only need 2. Alright, now I can't come over and enter from this side. I can only come off enter the board from one side at the beginning of the turn. I can't do it multiple times, so I can only attack from places I've already taken. So I'm going to go for the easier ones. Now, they're also the swamp powers, so these swamps are going to give me extra points at the end of the game. So I'm going to go 2 there, and now I've got this lakeshore here in the middle. So normally I need 3, but I'm only going to need 2 to do it, so I'll take that one out. Alright, I've only got 1 token left. I can't get anything with just 1 token because I've got my other 2 shorelines are covered by these Lost Tribe tokens. So that's where the dice comes into play. On your last turn, if you've got 1 left, you can first choose who you're going to attack. So I'm going to attack here, and I need 1 more token in order to get that. So I need a roll of a 1, and I didn't get anything. So I don't lose this, I just move this and put it on any land that I've already occupied. So I'm going to put it right there. That's the end of my attack turn. Now the next part is the reinforcements. So I've got 2 more players entering the board, so I'm going to leave these entrances here fortified, and then I'm going to leave my swamps fortified as well. So I can move them around, I just have to leave 1 in each land at the minimum. Now I do my scoring. So 1 for each land, so I get 5, and then my power is I get 1 extra for swamps. I've got 2 swamps here, so I'm going to get 7 points. And that is the end of player 1's turn. So as what I should have done earlier is when you pick your race, you just pull the next ones off, and now they're going to get the choice. So we're going to say that they want the skeletons, but they're 2 down. So they're going to have to, player 2 is going to have to pay their way down. So they put 1 coin on the top, and then they can buy the skeletons, and then we're going to move these up so the next player can get a look at what they're doing. Alright, so I've got 6 and 5, so I'm going to need 11 skeletons here. Now there are a lot of skeletons because their power is they get extras if they take over active players. There's my 11. Alright, now this is going to be a little difficult because the only active player on the board are these Tritons. So my strategy here is I'm going to come in from an edge and get ready to attack them next turn so I can get some more guys. So in order to enter, I've got an empty land, I need 2. I need 2. Now here there's a token there, so I need 3. And then I need 2. And then we will take, I'm going to go ahead and roll and go for this mountain here. Didn't get anything, so we're going to fortify here. And I kind of like how that's set up, so I'm not going to move anybody else. Now, they are the Biviking skeletons, so they get these encampments, which you add tokens to anything they occupy, and you can double these up, and this adds another to their defenses. So I'm going to make sure other players are not going to take them at the beginning. Now I get my points. I've only got 4 lands, I don't have any bonus points, so they are going to get only 4 points. Alright, now it's player 3's turn. Player 3 decides they want the 3rd one down, the trolls, so they're going to pay our way down. And they're the merchant trolls, because everybody knows trolls are very good with money. And I only get 7 of them. Where are my trolls? Here we go. And you get extra tokens because the combinations can give you extra depending on how the cards kind of line up. Alright, so the trolls don't get any bonus for attacking. So what we're going to do is they get a bonus, they get 1 extra for every land they conquer. So I'm going to want to conquer as many lands as I can. And it looks like my best options are going to be coming in from over here. So, knowing that the Tritons are going to want to probably go for that swamp, I'm going to start over on this edge. So 2 to take that one, 2 for that one, and then I've only got 3 left. And I can only do 3 on any one of these, so we'll go ahead and fortify more on the mountains there. Because I don't have any left, I don't get to roll the dice. My turn just ends there. Now I can move them around as I want. We'll put a little defense there. And then now I get my points, so 3 with the merchant power, that makes it 6 points. Alright, moving to round 2. I'm just going to show you how this works, and then we'll skip forward in the game a little bit. So, beginning of their turn, we're back to the Tritons. They're going to leave 1 in each land, and then take the rest in the hand. So now I've got 5 that I can attack with again. So I'm going for swamps, so I'm going to go up this way. So that's bordering the water, so instead of 3, I can use 2, and then I can use 2, and I've only got 1 left, and I want that swamp, so I need to roll a 1. Alright, I got a 1, so I get that. If I'd gotten a 2 or 3, I don't get any extras for having that. It just better rolls to get me what I need. Alright, so now I can move around. So now you can see I've only got 2 guys to fortify with. I'm more worried about what's going to happen down here, so I'm going to make it harder for the player number 2 to attack that swamp. That's all the moving I'm doing. I'm going to get my points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then plus 1 for each swamp. 9, 10, 11 points. And then that is the end of player 1's turn. We'll come back when the next big game mechanic happens. Right, we're here at the beginning of round 3. The Tritons are starting their turn. We've only got 2 to attack with. I've got this giant pile of skeletons here that are ready to take over that way. I would have to roll to even get one of these. So I'm going to put my race in decline. It's time for me to get a new race. So I take any extras and I put them away. And then I take 1 left on each one of these, and I flip them over to the black and white side. Now I can no longer attack with this race. I flip over the race banner, discard the power. Some powers you keep. But I keep that there, and I still get points for these, but I can't move or attack with them at all. So that's the turn that I do, and I get points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get my 7 points. And then next turn, I will be able to pick a new race, just like I did at the beginning of the first round. We're at the top of round 4. Back to player 1's turn, who needs a new race. So what they're going to do, we're going to pay our way down to the Berserk Wizards. So we're going to put 1 on each one above. Take our new race. Reveal the next one in the stack. And now we're going to grab our wizards, which I need 9 of. I've got my 9 wizards. Now, I still get my points for my Tritons, so I'm not going to want to come over here. These little magic points are what gives the wizards their bonuses. So I'm going to come in on this edge of the board. Now with the Berserk, what they get to do is they get to roll the dice just like every other race does at the very end, but they get to do it on every attack. Remember, I always need 1 to take a land, so I'm going to come here, and I got a 3, so I need 1 to take that. We're going to go here for this magic symbol. Didn't get anything, so I got to use the normal amount, which in this case will be 3. And we're going to work our way, see if we can get over there. Go to that farmland. Nothing again. Berserk power is not working too well. And so here we've got 3 tokens on there. That's a little much. I don't think I'm going to get that because I've only got 2 left. So I'm going to hope I get a 1 and go for there. So I wouldn't have made that other one anyway, so that was a good choice. Alright, so now I get my points. I've got my 4. The wizard gets the bonus for the magic point, so that would be 5, and then I get my points from my in decline race. So I get my 10 points, and that is the end of that turn. Alright, we're here at the beginning of round 7. We're back to player number 1's turn. He's only got 2 wizards left to attack. Not a whole lot we want to do. There's only 4 total rounds left in the game. So we're going to make the decision to put the second race in decline. So we're going to get rid of the wizard tokens, leaving one in each one, flipping them over. Now, you cannot have two races in decline at the same time. So I'm going to get rid of the previous one and remove those tokens from the board completely. They don't stay there. And as soon as I do that, I'm ready to grab my next race next at the beginning of next turn. On the final round, so here's how the final round goes. We've got our Underworld Elves here from player 1. They've got 4 to work with, and we're just trying to get in as many points as we can. So an easy 2 there, and then we will make an easy, we need 3 there, and I got a 1, so got just enough to take out the dwarf. And now we're going to get our points from the elves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the wizards. Looks like there's only 1 left. 10. So player 1 finishes off there. Alright, player 2 needs a new race. We're going to get as many as we can. So he is going to pay down to the orcs. The mounted orcs. And we're going to get our 10 orcs, and because they're mounted, it is easier to take over the hills. So, hills and farmlands, I believe. Yes. So we're going to start right here. Normally we need 2, but we only need 1. And then here we only need 2. Work our way around. Now the elf power, they don't die when there's only 1. That player gets to move it off to the side. We'll take 2, and then that's a swamp, so we're going to need to roll. Nothing, so we'll just toss them there. Alright, so we're going to get, we took over 3 non-empty lands, and so the orc powers, they get 1 extra point when they take over non-empty lands. So we got 3 from that, then another 4, so we've got 7, and then our giants, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is how player 2 is going to finish out. Alright, our last player with our sorcerers. Alright, so the sorcerer's power is they get to pull an extra sorcerer out of the tray once per player per turn when they attack and replace. So I need my 1 there. Then we're going to use our 2 to take over. And I can't really do that to the orcs without losing too much more. So we are going to come and just take down here. We've got 3. And we'll roll for the last one. And I got a 1, but that wasn't enough since I was going there, so I'll just stick that one there. Total of points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then dwarves, 8, 9, because their mind power still goes when they are in decline. So we get the final there, and that is a game of Small World.